Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the last episode and I can't wait to share with you what we got going on now. So right now we're heading down towards Crater Lake National Park, and then we're going to explore a bit of the Oregon coast and then down to California. So up to this point right now I'm in Las Vegas. I had just finished up a bachelor party for the weekend and I'm actually heading out to Hawaii tomorrow to go visit for a little bit. So yeah, I'm really excited to catch you up to everything and enjoy watching. Let me know what you think. Up to this point, I've traveled the world and seen 33 amazing countries. I've been to places I thought I'd only dream about. Van life will take up a big part of my time, but this doesn't mean that these international trips will be put to a halt. This YouTube channel is about my life from now on, including all of the van life adventures as well as my international endeavors. Let's get you to my attempt at getting to Crater Lake National Park. Immediately after leaving the Tokati waterfall from last episode, we got into the snow zone within the Oregon mountains. So it was quite hard to film on the way out to Crater Lake National Park. As you can see, the roads started getting pretty rough. They went from a soft slush to a pretty hard packed snow. For all the people who are watching from New England, this is in Oregon. They don't use salt or whatsoever. So when you get out to here, you have to use chains. I had chains down in the back. It's actually required, but I was kind of testing out to see how Claudia could handle it. Claudia's the van, it's her name. So tried to test everything out, and yeah, really just had to go slow. So wasn't able to film too much, but here's some more clips. After white knuckling for about an hour and a half and just focusing on keeping traction, I decided it was time to take a break, pull over, and drone some of this beautiful scenery. I was pretty amazed with how much of a winter wonderland this part of Oregon was. And as we kept going on, the storm started to come back and it got a little more intense. By this time, I had finally arrived to Crater Lake National Park, and I was 1 mile away from the actual crater rim. But right inside the park, the snowbanks all of a sudden turned to 8 feet, and some looked like even 10 feet higher than the van. And the storm got real intense, and just 1 mile away, the gate was closed. Said closed due to snow removal and not known when the opening date is. So I had to make a call. I didn't think it was safe to stay there, and also I didn't know when the gate would open. So after hours of driving, it was time to get out of the snow and also try to protect myself from this blizzard that was coming through. So I drove all the way through and I decided I was going to work my way out to the coast. This was supposed to be a 4-hour drive. It was not. The road that Google Maps had told me to take was a road that was not serviced during the winter. There was a sign saying cross at your own risk, but due to there being no snow down here, I figured it was fine. It was not. The wind had created pine boughs to go everywhere, and I had a bit of a surprise coming up for me. So this tree was a rough one. It looks pretty small, so I went to go push it, couldn't budge it. That's only the very top of the tree. It went pretty far down. And of course, this was pretty early in my van life stage, so I didn't have any ropes, no cables, nothing to pull it with. Obviously now that's changed because of this. But yeah, so I was stuck, couldn't move it, couldn't get under it, nothing. This, I'll remind you, was an hour and a half down that road that was not serviced during the winter. So there was no other roads coming in and out. So I had to drive back an hour and a half and then go down south and around. It ended up adding a total of 4 hours just to get the same place I already had to get to. That was still 3 hours away from the coast. So after I finally went down south and around, I just found a place to camp for the night. Nothing special, I think it was a parking lot. And then drove the next morning. Again, no footage, was exhausted, absolutely bummed out about just the situation. So after that, finally got to Bandon, and we'll continue from there. When I finally arrived to Bandon, my phone notified me that I was in a huge wind advisory area. I got my first peek of the ocean and it just looked angry, but we were still gonna go out and try to get some shots.
I think I picked the wrong spot, so I'm running to my van, see if I can make it in time. I don't know, I feel like I'm always running. We'll see.
This location was called Wizard's Hat, but with the rough seas and the high wind, I just really wasn't able to get anywhere near it. And so I just ended up playing around on these rocks and just getting some weird photos before I left. And then it was time to get back in the van and continue driving south to the next spot. Of course, with a little bit of jamming to boost up the morale. Alright, we are the very southern part of the Oregon coast. And there's this little secret spot that I found that we're gonna head to real quick. After that, got Samuel H. Boardman State Park. There's a big storm coming in. It's gonna take up like the whole west coast, so hopefully we can get some content in before all of that happens. It's supposed to come in today. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'd seen some really good early light shots here, but with all these clouds, it just wasn't possible. And the wind was making it pretty hard.
All right, I've been waiting 5 years to come here. This is my #1 spot in Oregon. I cannot wait. This has been a big spot for me, so I think this is probably one of the most excited places I've been to shoot. since Yosemite. And other than that, it's all out of country, but this is, oh, I can see it. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. I have to go up this, but to get to there, the thought of it makes me want to throw up. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, that's a big fall. Oh boy. Okay. Wish me luck. So, I don't think I could get up that rock and get back down safely. So, my mom would be proud. I didn't try it. I'm going to the other side to see if there is another way there. We'll see. We're bushwhacking. That's sort of trail. Been sliding on my butt most of it. It's gonna be interesting to get back up, but I think this is where I have to go. It's starting to rain. Well, this is my #1 spot, so anything for the photo. Well, as long as I live. All right, I gotta use both my hands for crawling down. Okay, wish me luck. It wasn't the right spot. We need that bridge to be having water behind it. So back up this way, I'm gonna head left, and I'm gonna guess it's behind that tree where the lookout is that I want. Oh, making me work for it. Okay, I found it. Yeah, let's see, I'll show you. Wow. Yeah, that was amazing. Well, okay. Oregon is officially done. Time to go to California. I hope you enjoyed this episode. There's so much more to come. If you've enjoyed watching along my journey, a like, comment, and subscribe really helps me. Thanks again, and see you next week.